Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the segment on this channel where we go over the last week's developments in the monster taming genre. This week we have a few interesting developments, including the fact that Nintendo's actually giving out refunds on digital purchases of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which honestly is kind of unprecedented. We have a new game that is heavily inspired by Dinosaur King that has been successfully funded on Kickstarter. We had the Tales of Tanorio Direct, which took place a couple days ago, confirmation that a new Palworld trailer will be dropping in the next couple of days, and more. So with all that being said, as per the usual, make sure to sit back, relax, get hyped, and let's dive in. Alright, so first things first, you may have already heard, but Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are actually being refunded by Nintendo, likely due to issues with performance. Now, this is actually pretty significant because while Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have been destroying sales records with its 10 million sales in 3 days, this might be something that Nintendo actually comes down on Pokemon for, because even though it's raking in a lot of money, it's also causing a small percentage of that money to be lost. I do have some mixed opinions and feelings, but ultimately, I think it does reiterate the point that I made a while ago that Pokemon games will always sell, but if the games have more innovation and content and stuff like that, they'll sell even more. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is by no means the gold standard for a Pokemon game, in my opinion, but I'm hoping that this lets the Pokemon company realize that, hey, if we make a good game and try new things, a lot of people who buy Pokemon, no matter what, will continue to buy it. Plus, it'll bring in new people and bring in people that stopped buying Pokemon games. So I'm hoping that's the lesson they get here. There's also the flip side, however, that the game released with various performance issues and a myriad of bugs, but still sold really well. They might just turn around and say, hey, we can release anything, regardless of its state and regardless of if it's unfinished, and people will still buy it. So whichever way you slice it, it's been a really interesting time for the Pokemon franchise. The Anaton's Kickstarter continues its campaign, and the developers put together an update basically saying that they know the game's probably not going to get funded based on the math, and they're going to try to adjust to the current market. While definitely a sad situation considering this is the second Anaton's Kickstarter campaign, it's at least good to know that the developers haven't completely dropped and or given up on the project, and perhaps will be able to secure funding a different way. They had a Discord channel dedicated to reasons why people had not backed, so I'm hoping that gives them more insight if they do decide to go with other crowdfunding options or even a third Kickstarter in the future. Alright, here's something quick that I'm really excited about. The Palworld developers posted on their Discord server that there will be a new trailer present at the Japanese Indie Live Expo on December 3rd at 6 p.m. JST, which translates to 4 a.m. EST on the same date. I'm not entirely sure what's going to be present, but whatever it is, I'm definitely super pumped to see it because Palworld's pretty hype. I will, of course, be posting my reaction and breakdown to the video, so stay tuned. The Tales of Tanorio Direct released earlier this week, and what it was essentially a roughly 12-minute showcase of various aspects of the game. This includes a look at the first forms of the game's starters, a bunch of other monsters, various areas present within the game, etc. We haven't received any specific dates for release or anything like that, but it was pretty interesting to watch nonetheless. I did actually put out a video reacting to it, so definitely feel free to check it out. I give my thoughts and insight into certain aspects as well. Okay, I've had a lot of questions about the Monster Taming Direct, which is happening mid to late December, and what it is essentially is a gaming direct or showcase, but for monster taming games. Many developers are submitting exclusive footage for the direct, which will make up the majority of the presentation, and people are wondering about time and date, and while I don't have anything exact just yet, because I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to submit their stuff, I am aiming for December 21st at around lunchtime Eastern Standard Time. Once I have an exact time and date, I will definitely keep you guys updated, and some people are also wondering how and where the direct will be released, and basically it will be uploaded right here on my YouTube channel as a live premiere. If you don't know what that is, it's basically when you upload something pre-recorded, but it plays out live during its release time. This means that there will be a live chat, and myself as well as the other people helping out with it will be present, and we'll be able to sort of chit-chat and talk while you guys see the presentation in real time. The presentation will stay on my YouTube channel for rewatching purposes, as well as for those who couldn't make it to the initial event. So all around, it'll be pretty exciting whether you can make it exactly for the premiere or not. I've done a couple premieres in the past, one of which was a showcase where I created a sort of slideshow for every Coromon present within the game on launch day. You could still see that on my channel to this day, so don't worry if you can't make this specific time. Just know that when it comes, it's going to be hype. Other than that, I've also revealed a couple games coming to the Direct on my Twitter page, which you should totally follow. Coromon and Monster Sanctuary have been officially confirmed, and there's a lot more to come. Definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notified of when it goes live, and yeah. A new monster taming game that is currently on Kickstarter was just brought to my attention and is inspired by the Dinosaur King franchise, which some of you may remember. That said, I'm gonna let the Kickstarter trailer play out for you guys, and then we'll talk a little bit about it.
Let's get this battle started! Please When this video game is completed, my ultimate goal will finally be realized. Yes, imagine playing rock, paper, scissors, but with dinosaurs. I will collect all the dinosaurs with the help of fossils. And with developing move cards, I will build my very own Dinosaur Kingdom! And so can you! This game shall include a variety of dinosaur types that each have their own class with strengths and technique advantages when it comes to battling. You'll take care of that, right?
Well, with the help of backers, of course.
Yes, that could be a valid point. More importantly, we need to share more of what the game has to offer. Because I don't just want to become king of the Tyrannosaurus.
I know what you want, but when it comes to in-game battling on different types of maps, skill, besides luck, also comes into play. Plus, we already have 6 dinosaurs in the game. However, by reaching goals, we can put it even more.
Splendid! And by playing all the featured online game modes, I can collect their bones to level up and customize my favorite fire, water, lightning, earth, grass, and wind dinosaurs.
Right, so for that you wouldn't just be competing in PvP, but in tournaments and boss battles as well?
Of course. Anyway, we need to get funded first.
Well, with our rewards, we can send people some of your created move cards based off the dinosaur's rarity, including skins that come with it and more.
Bah, forget it. I'm not giving away my precious dinosaurs, especially the one that's apparently exclusive for the backers.
Come on, Doctor, it won't only make your dream become reality, but others as well.
Fine, now let's get to work!
Okay, you heard the doc. Pledge now and support this Kickstarter project to become a Dinosaur King!
So yeah, as you can see, the game is coming to mobile. They also have plans to bring it over to PC and Nintendo Switch via stretch goals, which have not yet been met. However, I'm not sure if the possibility of that happening post-Kickstarter is something they're open to or not. Today's actually the last day of the campaign, so if it is something that interests you, definitely feel free to check it out. I kind of wish I found out about this game sooner. Alright, next up we got a few minor updates that don't require lengthy explanations and are relegated to our rapid fire news segment. Firstly, we got some new skins for Doodle World and a teaser for the next key update. We got some art for the starters coming to Enigmon. The developer was very adamant that I let you know that the middle forms and final forms are going to be showcased soon. We got a new monster for Biomancer, the Lantern Bearer for Fogworld, some new druggies for Druggymon. Here we have a little teaser for the Mon Tamer Maker beta. Mirrored Soul is adding a debt mechanic to their game as seen on screen. Pixel's Digital Creatures has had an update which brings forth a new pixel and an overhaul to the recruitment mechanic. More info available on their Steam page. And finally, last but not least, we got a new clip showcasing the minimap for Disc Creatures World. And there you go, guys. As you can see, now that Pokemon's been out for a little while, a lot of devs are starting to ramp up their updates a little bit. And with the Monster Taming Direct coming out in a few weeks, things are getting really exciting. Like I said, definitely subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, check out my Discord, all that fun stuff, because I'm going to continue to be teasing little bits here and there for the Direct. And I want you guys to see all this stuff, because honestly, like, I'm excited for the Direct, not even as a host, as like a fan of monster taming games. As I get these submissions from different developers, it makes me really excited, and I'm just so pumped to share it with you guys. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Just wanted to quickly say special thanks to my patrons, especially Jim Hamilton, Dro Ghost, Dark Persona, and Exodus, and we'll see you later. Bye.